Welcome back to another segment of DTF Movie Review Monday.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. Now, today, Frankie, we got a great one today because, man, Jesus Christ, this is just another box office hit. It's a worldwide hit. People have been waiting a real long time for this one.
We have been waiting a long time for this one, and we're going to be discussing today Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That was a crazy ass movie.
It was,
It
man.
really was crazy.
Starring Shamik Moore, Oscar Isaac, Haley Steinfeld, and many other people. We've got a black Spider-Woman in here, voiced by Issa Rae.
Yes.
Very talented cast, man.
Oh yeah, man! What they squatted up big time with this movie.
Yeah,
like they really did. A lot of these people, it's not only people that we already know today, but these are a lot of rising stars. And when I say rising, I'm not just talking about what they've been doing the past 2 years. No, these are people that have been working the last 10 years, and now we're seeing them a whole lot more.
Oh yeah, putting that work in. I love to see that, man. I love to see. I love to see. You spoke to me about not he's not in this movie, but Austin Butler,
Right.
who recently portrayed Elvis.
Correct.
You spoke to me about seeing him in the background of several Disney shows.
Yeah.
And now he's a leading man and in an Oscar-nominated movie.
Oscar
Bro,
nominated.
I love to see
it's insane, right?
Yeah, man.
It's really crazy. That goes to show you how much hard work can put into. You know how much work. That goes to show you that how much hard work can get you.
Yeah, man. Exactly, bro. It's just I love to see it. Let's talk about let's get deeper into this cast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So first
we want to talk about Shamik Moore. However, we got a whole episode about Shamik Moore, so you can go ahead and play back that episode right before this one. So we're gonna skip him today, and we're gonna be starting with
Haley Steinfeld, right? Haley Steinfeld. She is currently. So you know how we discussed it previously. They're passing the torch in a lot of these Marvel movies,
right?
Right. Haley Steinfeld recently had a role in Hawkeye, the Disney Plus series, where if you watch it, you'll be seeing her taking on the mantle of the new Archer character in the next version of the Avengers we see.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I have not seen Hawkeye yet. Sorry to tell you that, bro.
You should be sorry.
But I definitely know who she is. I haven't seen much of her work, truthfully. I've seen her here and there, but I've definitely been seeing her face a lot more recently. So yeah, I know that she's definitely doing a lot of work, a lot of projects being released with her in it.
Exactly. A talented young lady. And she plays Spider-Gwen in this movie. Spider-Gwen is Miles Morales' best friend because it's the only other spider person he knows. And this movie changes what he knows about other spider people.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? She plays two different Marvel characters.
We're gonna get into that a little later.
That's insane.
Yes, that is crazy. The next Spider person we got is Oscar Isaac. Speaking of Haley Steinfeld playing two Marvel characters, Oscar Isaac played three Marvel characters.
Oh, that's right.
Oscar Isaac plays Spider-Man 2099 in this film. He also plays Moon Knight in the Disney Plus series, and he was also Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse.
Yes.
So, man, talk about crazy. Wow. Talk about breaking like records or barriers or just not limiting yourself, you know? Like this man is just doing a bunch.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow, you blew my mind with that one. That's very interesting. I did not know that about him. I knew he was in two, but the Apocalypse is what got me. I also love that he's also a Latin star from Guatemala.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have known that. He looks, what do they call it? Racially ambiguous.
Okay.
He could be from several places just by looking at him, you know?
Okay, yeah. Well,
he could pass as white. He could pass as Latino. He could pass as several other
Middle Eastern.
Yeah. You know, so.
Well, I mean, he is mixed though. He was born in Guatemala. His mother is Guatemalan, and his father is Cuban.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess that's where another mixture comes in, where it makes it look like he could be from anywhere.
Yeah.
I definitely did not see Cuban in the mix. And we live in South Florida, so we should know. But aside from that, he plays Miguel O'Hara, right?
Yes, Miguel O'Hara. That is the Spider-Man 2099, and he in this film he plays kind of like an anti-hero,
Yeah.
right? He plays not the bad guy, but he is an opposing force to the protagonist in this film, which is Miles Morales. So, not a bad guy, but not the most supportive person in this film.
Either. Yeah. He has his own reasons. In his head, he's the superhero. I guess, he's like a
Ah,
Deadpool in
bro,
a
I
way.
didn't even think about that. He thinks he's the hero in this film.
Oh, dude, the entire time I was watching him on screen, I was like, he thinks he's doing this for the right reasons. And, of course, Miles Morales, the kid in the movie, is like, no, I want to do my own thing. And he's scared of that because of basically he was once Miles Morales. So
Yeah,
he knows what can go on.
exactly, man. And man, Oscar Isaac really delivers in this role and every other role he's been a part of.
Right. I really like this next Spider Man, though. Jake Johnson. Oh,
Jake Johnson, what a
he's so.
great what a absolutely hilarious character, what a hilarious person, hilarious actor. Everything he's in just absolutely like reeks hilarity, you
Yeah.
know?
Right. Yeah, he's definitely that person. He's amongst the many stars, Chris Rock, um, um, damn, help me out here. Oh, that their voice is very distinctive. That you can always make
Oh,
them
you're
out.
talking about distinct voices.
Right, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Ben
Exactly.
Stiller. A lot of these people, they all have their own voices. So the minute you hear them, you don't even question who is this. No, you know exactly who they are. You could picture their face and everything.
Exactly, man. Funny story about Jake Johnson. I remember watching an interview with him, and he was talking about his first job, the first job he booked, right? And he says it was for a tampon commercial,
Oh wow.
right? And he goes into the room, he auditions, he leaves, gets a call back, right? He comes back for a second thing to do for the people casting for the commercials, and there seems to be this conversation going on the side about whether they really want him or not. And the lead casting director for the commercial just screams out loud, "I want this guy. He is the perfect disgusting look."
Oh my god.
Like, and he just, "At least I got the job."
Like, okay, how much does it pay?
Right?
Residual or not? Oh man, okay, yeah, and again, he's another person that we just won't stop seeing because he's another one on the rise. Let's talk about this one. You really love this one. Issa Rae.
Issa Rae, she is a fantastic actress. You might know her. She had her own TV show called Insecure on HBO. Very, very successful. And that show actually started up from a YouTube channel she used to operate called Awkward Black Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
That I did not know.
Yeah, man. So, really great show. Issa Rae, just amazingly talented, amazingly beautiful as well. And she plays a black Spider Woman, a black pregnant Spider Woman in this film.
Yeah.
And she rocks in this movie. She is just a great character. Wrote like full pregnant belly. This woman is about to sneeze and her baby's gonna come out in this movie, and riding around on a motorcycle, kicking butt and taking names,
Yeah.
all that, and she's just a fantastic second. I think she's the second leader of the spider crew that you meet in this film.
Okay.
So very important role she plays, and she delivers with her role as well.
Right.
Last but not least, we want to talk about this. I'm not going to say the star, but this was a really, really good standout in this movie. The actor who voices Spider-Punk is Daniel Kaluuya. Right? If you don't know Daniel Kaluuya, he's the main character in Get Out.
Get Out.
He was also in Nope recently that released.
Right.
My favorite movie that I saw him in was actually Judas and the Black Messiah.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I want to watch that one.
It hits. It's a biopic.
Yes.
It's a biopic, and that's my favorite genre. And yeah, it really hits, man. So Daniel Kaluuya plays Spider-Punk in this film. And Spider-Punk, I read in an interview for this film that Spider-Punk was actually very, very important to this movie because Miles Morales is, we all see it in the trailers, this part in the movie where he says, everybody's trying to tell me how my story is supposed to go.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna make my own story. And in that
Nah, I'm
phrase,
gonna make my own.
yeah. That phrase is actually, or Spider Punk is the personification of that
Hmm.
idea, right?
Okay.
Spider Punk is like he's got a wildly different animation style in the movie.
Yeah.
And everything he talks about in this film is that message, you know? He doesn't conform to any societal standards. He, doesn't do what people typically expect a superhero to do
Right.
because when he's not when he's not actively fighting crime as Spider-Man, he is in his Spider-Man suit performing on a stage with a guitar.
Yeah.
So
That. Yeah.
telling your own story, that idea, Spider Punk is a personification of it.
Yeah. For sure, man. I don't want to talk too much about Daniel Kaluuya because honestly, he really deserves his own episode.
We're gonna get it in.
Absolutely, because man, that's another one on the rise, and look out. So, Frankie, I just really want to get into this film a bit. So, let me give a quick synopsis of this movie Spider Man Across the Spider Verse. Miles Morales catapults across the multiverse where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. When the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles must redefine what it means to be a hero. Now,
Man,
let me tell you, I read this. This is what Sony Marvel put out for the synopsis, the description. It does no justice to how the film actually went. This
ugh,
movie was insane.
yeah, that's the truth, man. No justice, and oh my gosh, I'm stumbling on my words because I there's just no way to explain
You don't know where to
how
start.
amazing this movie is.
Yeah.
You know, but just to start it off a little bit, Miles Morales is in Brooklyn by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He comes across this new threat. The new threat that was described is a villain named Spot, and he has the ability to pass through dimensions and pass through walls.
Mm-hmm.
He has the ability to pass through walls in one place to another place. And in the first time you see this villain, he's monologuing while they fight, talking while they fight, and he's explaining to Miles Morales, "I'm your nemesis." And Miles Morales is busy trying to be a student. Like in the middle of this fight, he's texting his dad to get to a parent teacher conference. You know, and it's just it to me what that shows is that Miles Morales is having difficulty balancing that superhero life.
Oh yeah.
Because since his last team up from the first movie, I believe like a year and a half has gone by, almost 2 years, and he's been doing it all on his own. No more. Nobody's been mentoring him
No Gwen
like the first
Stacy.
movie. He hasn't been visited by Gwen Stacy exactly. So he's having a little difficulty, handling this superhero life. Um, he ends up tying up Spot. He ends up tying up Spot and getting to the teacher conference. Um, what happens shortly after? You realize that there's some tension inside of his home, right? Because he's busy being Spider-Man, and his parents are constantly wondering what's up with him.
Yeah, he's acting strange.
And it's not. And they're taking it like the typical teenager thing that's going on.
Yeah, he's doing.
Teenagers, they just want a little more privacy. They're not used to opening up, but he has a lot going on, and just nobody just realizes it. So there's a lot of tension in the house, and these are some of the things that are like offsetting how he's feeling and his parents
Right.
are feeling and whatnot.
Like you can see how his own world is crumbling apart, kind of. Being in that type of distress.
I wouldn't say crumbling, but definitely clashing.
There
Yes.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And so now, this guy that is claiming to be his nemesis, that's what he calls himself.
Yeah.
So what I said earlier, he's able to pass his arm from one space to another space in the vicinity. So in the last time that Miles and Spot see each other, he's like running up to him for this like knockout punch, and a hole opens up, and he accidentally kicks himself into the entire hole.
Right.
Now Spot is in this void looking area, and what he learns accidentally by putting himself there accidentally, what he learns is that he can not only pass holes through his vicinity, but he can pass holes through different dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the Across the Spider Verse of this movie takes place, because now not only is this Spot a threat to Miles Morales, Spot is now a threat to every Spider-Man in existence.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and that was one thing that everybody in there did not expect to come. I mean, think about it. They all had their own nemesis in their own way, but for one to get loose and get into the Spider Verse, that was what really turned shit up in that movie.
Yeah. So when we meet this entire Spider crew of people, we know we're gonna meet
Yeah,
several
yeah.
Spider-Men. We already know that. When they meet this entire crew of Spider people, there becomes a problem with how they want to deal with Spot.
Mm-hmm.
Miles wants to do it one way, and Oscar Isaac's character, Spider Man 2099, says it has to be dealt with another way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so many, like, I'm not going to say so many, but two really important clashing ideas in this part of the movie. And man, it's
Yeah.
just, this is where this, I'm not going to say that this is where the movie starts, but this is the heaviest part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is the heaviest part of the movie because uh, the Spider Verse, the Spider Verse exists because of a pattern of events that take place. A pattern of events that take place
Right.
creates the Spider Verse,
Something has to happen.
and Miles is trying to alter that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know. He, like, at first he doesn't know he's altering things, but once he learns that he has the ability to stop something, he goes off to try to, like he said, make his own story.
Yeah.
And it's like, if Miles would have been successful at that, he would destroy the entire Spider Verse, you know. And oh my gosh, Oscar Isaac's character is just trying to keep everything together, and the opposing forces. You got Miles Morales acting like a rogue Spider-Man, and then you got Spot. You know, Oscar Isaac, man, he probably is a real hero in this movie.
Now that you're talking about it, you're like,
Jeez.
wait about it. In an adult mindset, he's doing the right thing. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But
one thing that really blows my mind, at least when I was watching the film, is that, like you said in the beginning, Miles Morales is by himself. Gwen hasn't visited him, no one visited him. He was by himself and he felt alone. And then when he finally sees that, oh my God, there's this whole Spider Verse aside from just Gwen and whatnot. He sees everyone and everything. He probably feels, hey, I'm part of them. I'm one of you. Just to only be by yourself once again when he has his own idea and everyone else is like, no, that's not the way.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that, man.
Yeah, I thought about that and I'm like, wow, whole turnaround. And I kind of like that because it's kind of one of those things in real life where you're just like something that you don't like, that you don't enjoy, and then when that changes, you go back to it, you're like, this wasn't so bad. This wasn't so bad in multiple ways, and in any way you can think about it. So like you said, Miles Morales is doing his own thing now.
And one of the climaxes in the movie is just this. There's a giant chase scene, and I don't even want to get into anymore. Yeah.
So we just really don't want to give so much. I really do want to start a segment where we do talk about all the spoilers. We'll get to that sometime in the future. But if you have not seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, we highly, highly recommend to go watch it in theaters. If you're hearing this episode in the future, I'm pretty sure you can watch it online somewhere. You're in an amazing year to watch stuff online for free.
Oh my goodness!
But anyway, anyways, what's your rating? What you gonna give this?
I would rate this movie, out of 10.
Yes.
10, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
The story is just absolute fire. You got to give it up for the animation a second time. They nailed it once again.
Yeah.
And just impact, right? Oh, man. And I know there's going to be the third movie. I know for a fact there's a third movie.
I think everyone knows that for a fact.
Exactly. So I just, if I could give it an 11 for the anticipation, you know what I mean? Man.
Yeah. It's funny. How you mentioned how it takes some time to get this type of animation done. It took them some time. Bro, they probably started part 3 as soon as they finished part 2.
Oh yeah, they definitely made these movies together so they could be released in simultaneous years.
Exactly. But my rating, an official Herb rating, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, Frankie. Our first 10 out of 10 movies we have both agree on. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. How exciting, man. Yeah, this is our first 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you
yeah.
sure?
I'm positive. There's no movie we've given a 10 out of 10 at the same time, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought we did that for Guardians. I'm
No.
sorry. I'm really thinking.
No, no, you're fine,
I know
bro.
I said 10.
For Guardians,
Yeah.
I gave that probably like an 8.5, maybe 9.
Cool. All right. Just all right. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We're keeping this in the
Are
episode.
you serious?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
But yeah, 10 out of 10. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That is our DTF rating.
All right, guys. Please, please, please go watch that movie. If you're listening to us on Spotify, y'all could scroll down and tell us what you thought about this movie, or you could tell us on Instagram and Twitter at Discuss the Films. We are able to be heard in several places now. If you go on to our bio on Instagram, you'll see our link tree, and there you'll see all the different platforms that we're able to be listened to.
Yes, we are on multiple platforms. We're very excited to be on. And man, stay tuned because very soon we're going to be releasing some videos. You're going to start seeing some faces. We're going to be out in the streets. We're going to DTFing it. But yes.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. We'll talk to you again soon.